Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Obviously shorthanded and a lot of stuff going on, a lot of range of emotions, and just a little bit all over the place. So came out a little bit on our heels, and they shot the crap out of the ball early on, and that didn't help. So they came out as the aggressors, and it took us a while to get our feet underneath us. And once we did that, we were able to take control of the game.
What was that that got your feet back under you?
I don't know. I think just a collective sense of that we need more energy and more effort and just try to control the ball, and each guy just guard their guy one-on-one, and we scramble out from there. I thought the zone helped slow them down a little bit, and then we started scoring for a while, 15 points there through most of the first quarter. So got some points and some flow to the game and just started to create a rhythm.
The way you were getting to the rim, your coach thinks that you're healthy again.
Yeah.
Do you like? Is this as good as you felt in a game?
No, not even close. But let's run with that story. I like that story. Maybe speaking it into existence will help some things out. So honestly, guys, this was fine to me. It's one of those games I usually try to take what the defense gives me. Except for the last 3 minutes of the game, I was hunting for that 30. But teammates were fine to me, and I was able to get some things to fall.
Personally, you seem to be able to turn the corner early in the game. You got a few really good looks off screen and roll deep. Jumpers. How much did that help get you going?
Yeah, that's kind of how they regarded me in most of the games that we played them this year, and so I knew that I was going to have those opportunities. We started off a little sluggish. Guys missed some shots. I just felt that, try to be more aggressive and give us a spark there early on, and once I made a couple, started feeling better. So was able to get some looks whenever I wanted and get to where I wanted to go on the floor, and that always helps.
You got to play with Pascal again tonight. You always talk about that, what it's like when you get a chance to play with him. His movement, the way he runs, what he does with you on the floor. How good was that again tonight?
Yeah, I missed him, man. We play really well together. You guys saw that last year and this year as well when we get in our moments together. And he had it rolling there for a while. So just to collect, just kind of that chemistry where I'm finding him, he's finding me, and just finding the mismatches, and we just kind of read each other and know where each other at all times. And me, him, and Kyle, and whoever else is on the court, we kind of figure it out and create some good offensive rhythm out there.
After allowing 68 in the first half, you guys held the Hawks to 33. Can you talk about the difference between the first half and the second half defensively and the effort that you guys put forth collectively?
A little bit more effort, a little bit more contest. They missed some. They started off that hot, kind of law of averages is going to figure itself out, hopefully, you hope. So we just had to try to control the game and just trying to put some more intensity and effort into the defensive end and make things harder for them.
We just have to wake up. I think we came into the game just, I don't want to say feeling sorry for ourselves, but we came in the game with that, we didn't have enough people. We're just there cruising a little bit, gave them a lot of open shots, and they made them. Credit to them, they made a lot of shots in the beginning of the game. So I think once we just saw the score, we started picking up the energy a little bit, getting to shooters and making it tough for them a little bit.
Another career high for you. They're getting kind of boring, just rolling up more career highs every 5-6 games. What's the rate? It's 1 every 5 games. You put 1 every 10.
I mean, I guess it's cool. Hopefully it can keep it going up. And for me, man, I just a day like today, just with all the guys that we have out, and for me, just being able to play that many minutes and being out on the floor and having my guys out and just bringing the energy, I think that's more important than all the points. I think just giving that energy to everyone and making sure that we fight back. And I'm just just happy to be a part of this team and just having that trust from my teammates and stuff. So definitely fun to play out there.
Do you ever get tired out there, fatigued out there?
Like Serge would say, I'm from the motherland, original. No, man, I do, but that's just, that's why you're young and you just go out there, and for me, that just reminds me, just me at home, just playing by myself all day when I was a kid. So it's the same thing, just playing and having that high motor, that energy. It's always fun to play basketball, play the game that I love, and in a setting like this.
Will you wake up tomorrow kind of a little fatigued?
I'm sure. I'm not a robot or something. Even robots, I feel like the batteries, if something gotta happen. I'm sure I'll be tired, but I just need a day. I think I'll be right back to it. Yeah, he even asked me about a friend. I mean, about
DeLon.
DeLon, CJ, JV, Greg, Malachi. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's tough. Just, yeah. You didn't ask me about it. I'm going to ask myself a question, and I'm going to answer. Yeah, man. Those are my guys, man. And it's definitely tough to see them go. And, I just wish them the best. And, I think we say that every day, but nature of the business, I think for me, the more you see it, the more you understand, and whenever it happens to you or whatever, but you just understand that that's the business, and seeing the guys go is definitely tough, and just wish them the best. Hopefully, we're gonna see them. Obviously, we're still brothers for life anyway, but just want to wish them luck, and I just wanted to make sure I addressed that too.
Did you get a chance to see them?
Yeah, I saw DeLon when was coming to the game. And I think he was still at the hotel, so I think that's the only person I saw. I mean, I'll probably text with CJ and them and JV and probably check on them later. But I had a chance to see DeLon, and it's tough, but hey, I keep moving forward. And I'm sure he's gonna do great out there.
I was up. I was awake. I got a text message.
From?
Damn, you think I'm gonna tell you? Hell no.
I don't ask you.
Hey man, do people give their sources? I got a text from the source.
I'm good with that. I'm good.
Reliable?
Very reliable. No, I got text and it said the trade said we got Gasol, and I asked who, and I was told who it was, and who was leaving, and it's always tough when you lose guys that you kind of grow to get attached to, especially with two younger guys, and DeLon and JV, who's been there along with me the whole time, and then DeLon, a young guy that's that's been coming up under you, and you always take pride in him, and then you got a veteran in CJ with a mutual respect was there, and it's always tough losing that, but like I always say, the management makes decisions that make our team better, they feel, and Mark's a hell of a basketball player. I got a chance to play with him earlier in our careers, but neither one of us was at the level we were at that we're at now. So it'd be very, it's gonna be very cool.
How do you see JV grow on and off the court last night?
On the court, it's just getting tougher, learning and continuously growing as a basketball player, and never settling for being limited. Always trying to figure out the next move, or always asking, how can I set this pick better, or adding a three-point jump shot to his game, and adding passing to his game, and off the court, becoming a family man, growing up, growing a beard and get some tattoos, but just having knowing someone like that who's just pure-hearted and loves the game of basketball and loves just to be a big kid is awesome. It's tough to lose him, but it's the business.
Do you think that you've seen Mark run pick and roll as well as anyone in this league? Do you kind of look forward to sort of getting a symmetry with him?
Yeah.
Vision with him?
There's a lot of things that Mark can do. I think his playmaking abilities are, one of the things that we're going to really be able to use. Him catching at the elbow, Kawhi posting up their front, flashing, being able to make that jump shot consistently. I think his defense is going to really help us also, just being able to communicate, talking. It's a big body down there, and we can throw the ball in the post, play off him, cut off him, or let him go to work. So it's a lot of things, a lot of advantages that he brings to us, and it's going to really help us.
He's only played for the one franchise. You mentioned your experience with him, Sergio. How much do you think the familiar faces will help the transition?
I think he knows he's coming to a good opportunity. I think he knows. I know it's tough leaving a situation that you've been in your whole career, but I think he's coming to a situation where he understands that we want to win. We want to win at a high level. We got people that surround him. We got great locker room guys too. So it's an easy transition, I think.
Have you talked to him today?
Yeah, I texted him. So we spoke.
What was his attitude like this year?
So actually, he just said good luck today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You look around the East. Philly.
Everybody made moves.
Yeah.
Everybody made moves, but at the end of the day, we got to worry about us. We got to get our cohesiveness together, get everybody healthy. You know why? Getting back today to the next game, hopefully, have Mark, and then after the break, get some practices in. And then we got some games, and the one thing about it is we got some really high-IQ basketball players, and it makes it a lot easier when you got that. It makes it a lot simpler to be able to kind of transition and play off each other and learn. You got some good professional veterans and some high IQ basketball players.
I don't know if it was, maybe, but I give them credit, man. They came out guns a-blazing, and we were, we couldn't find them and locate them at all, and they were knocking them all down. But, I'm just glad we hung in there and battled. I thought we really dominated it from about the 4 or 5 minute stretch of the second quarter. We dominated it at both ends. It was good.
Yeah, they were up 17 with 2:48 to go. You hold them to 33 points in the second half. What changed at halftime?
It was amazing adjustments we made at halftime.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, it was
No more elbow grease?
yeah, no, we did do a couple things differently, right? We got up a little more in the pick and roll, but we just locked in. We were so much better in transition, which slowed them down. And then I thought we just did a heck of a lot better job of keeping the ball in front of us. We limited a lot of their paint touches, and when they did kick it back out, we were right underneath them again, and we couldn't find them on the kickouts there for a stretch in the first half. So we just guarded the ball better, and just a real locked in effort defensively by every guy that stepped out there.
Did you find anything on a night like tonight, a lineup that you said, hey, I'm gonna put this one away. I might be able to use it at some point. Did you find any of that?
Well, I always get a few thoughts on some things, and the one thing that I think we are seeing, and I don't want to get too carried away here, but Fred's healthier, right? And the combination of him and Kyle out there really gives us some great basketball savvy and toughness. Two penetrators, two guys that can run the plays in the offense, two guys that can knock down shots. So it was good to see, because that was a potent duo a year ago late in games, and it hasn't been that potent this year, and most of that I think just is because of other guys, and mostly Fred's health, to be honest with you. But you could see he's starting to get to the rim, which was a kind of he'd always get us 3 or 4 layups a game last year, and you see those coming back, and those have been absent. And again, he's just moving better, feeling better. He had a great game, so that's one thing. That's about it, I guess. I loved Patrick McCaw again. I don't know how many steals he had officially. I guess I could look, but I can remember about 3 that he knocked away, and about another 5 or 6 that he got his hands on. So he covered up a lot of mistakes down there defensively too with his help defense. So again, he continues to impress with his energy. He got a couple offensive rebounds, and his speed and his length and his athleticism. So it's good to see him play some minutes.
You mentioned Fred getting back to health and Kyle with his back. On a night like tonight, how much are you warring with yourself about minutes? Keeping an eye on that, thinking that
I wasn't warned with myself very much at all tonight. I was just trying to get the W, man. Yeah. Right, the game's here in front of you, and it's a game to win, and not until there was about 3 minutes to go did I think, what am I doing here? Get these guys out, right? So there was a lineup that was grooving, and Pascal was part of it. He ran a long stretch there, and Freddie was part of it. He ran a long stretch there, so we just let him roll.
Have you ever seen Pascal get tired?
Yeah. Times, not very often, but he didn't seem too tired tonight, and luckily we had a little bit of a luxury of some free timeouts, so I could burn there and to just kind of rest him for those, so I didn't have to sub him there for a good stretch, and then we finally decided to give him a little break.
We heard Masai was on the podium when we
Yep.
were out here. Anything that's said that kind of caught your eye now that it's official, or your ear, or
I didn't see what he had to say.
thoughts
Yeah,
though?
I mean, listen, I think that there's a lot of positives with a guy like Gasol, right? And I think most of them come with being battle tested, right? I think we all know that those playoffs can get wild and woolly, and he's a guy that's been through them deep many times. He's played international at the highest level many times, and he should give us a settling force a little bit with his ability to handle and not handle the ball, but have the ball deliver it to people. He's a safe pair of hands that can pass it, right? So, that maybe can keep our offense ticking over a little bit in the guts of a tough game. And I guess that's about it, right? I think I've coached against him a number of times internationally, and obviously at the NBA level, and he's somebody you have to game plan for, and he's got a hell of a career under his belt.
You didn't seem to be expecting too much change this morning. Did this catch you by surprise?
I mean, again, I hate to give you the same answer every time, but they always catch me by surprise because I think there's so much going on all the time, and I really don't. I don't think that I know about a lot of the things that are possibly going on, and I don't think there's any need to know about them because I don't know what the numbers are. I'm not a front office guy, but I'll bet you 95% of the deals, or maybe 98% of them, don't happen. So I think when something happens, when it's a 2%, hit ratio, that I was surprised. I was surprised. I was surprised, probably like you guys were.
How much thought have you given to how you're going to actually physically get him in the lineup? I mean, you got Serge is playing the 5 right now. Pascal's playing the 4. How do you manage that?
Well, I think it's a let it play out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do anything drastic here right away, but we got to take him some time to get acclimated to our stuff, and I think again, I haven't been very fluid for a while with the starting lineup, etc. I really don't know what I'm going to do other than until I see him play and see what it looks like and see what some combinations look like and make a decision. But I think it's again, he's used to starting, right? Serge is used to starting. I think Serge has earned and played his butt off this year, right? So I can't call it at this point at all. But again, I just think it'll take some time to figure it out.
You've worked this closely with JV. It's almost
man.
Any player. That's gotta be tough.
Yeah, it was. It was. When you asked me about the atmosphere at the hotel, in my room, it was a sad one, right? Because you're right. JV and I have spent a lot of time together. For 5 years as an assistant, I was his guy, and we sat and watched film. And I've been to Lithuania many times to work him out, and I went to I was in Budapest last year watching him play, and so I said, that's what I said to him today. I said, no more trips to Lithuania. He says, come on, man, you can still come, I think it's funny to say, like, as a coach player deal, but I think it's we'll be friends for life, man, for sure, and certainly miss him. I miss him already.